What's going on, everyone? Investor here. It's time for my weekly portfolio update. So if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and then hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any new videos. So this past week, I was able to deposit $450 into the account. So as you can see here, my account is sitting at just over $22,000 at $22,037.81. So ending the trading day Friday up $87.45. So pretty good day Friday, pretty good week overall. Subtract the deposit out, I was up about $186 over last week. So, and that's taking that 450 out. So I did receive 6 dividend payments this past week, and we'll go over that. I have a lot to cover this week, so it's gonna be a good video. So please stay tuned, stick around. So I have been pretty busy with the account this week, especially since I was able to put in a little extra money this week that I wasn't planning on, that 450. Just a little bit of extra overtime came in. But this upcoming week, kind of the same. Going to do a little bit of dollar cost averaging as I've been, as well as putting money into some of the holdings that are still struggling a bit and trying to figure out where I'm going with the account on some other things. I did sell off one more position, so stay tuned for that. This upcoming week is going to be a pretty good week as well. I do plan on depositing about $1,600 into the account. I've been working a lot of overtime, and it's starting to trickle into my paycheck. So should be able to see that money hit the account this upcoming week. So have to find out next week what I do with it. I'm not sure yet, but definitely we'll have some money to play around with. So let's jump over to the spreadsheet and I'll show you what I've been up to because I have been quite busy this past week. All right, so taking a look at the spreadsheet, you'll notice here in the difference column, basically the difference between this past week and the week before. You'll see there's practically numbers in every single one of these. Like I said, I had a pretty busy week. The first thing you're going to notice here is the minus here next to JEPI. I finally just decided I would sell it off. I was actually positive, so I was actually making money off JEPI. Wasn't very much. I think it was about $20, but with the dividends, it seems like they're getting smaller and smaller, and just the stock, the NAV is not really moving. I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to cut ties with it now. That was kind of the plan. Eventually, it was just kind of milking the dividends there to spend on other things, but why not just sell it off and put all the money into something else? So that way, it just one less I got to deal with, and we'll worry about the others. But so JEPY, I only had 13 shares, you can see, but it is no longer part of the portfolio, so that one is gone. QQQY, I'm still kind of debating, and then Tesla, we'll cover more of that one here in a little bit, but we'll jump down the spreadsheet, and just kind of like last week, guys, I'm not going to blow the numbers up here, just going to leave it as is so that you guys can see. I did want to mention the comments. I've had quite a few comments over the past little while about asking for the copies of the spreadsheet, so I will put a link down in the description. You guys can use the spreadsheet, do what you need to do with it. I did make a copy of it, so hopefully whatever editing you guys do to that won't affect mine, at least from what I understand, as well as once you guys download that, make yourself a copy of that one too, so that it's not gonna hinder you in any way. But anyway, the only thing I ask in return for that is just subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. So other than that, it'll be free. You guys don't have to do anything other than that. So let's continue on. So SEHD, obviously those that are holders of SEHD know we got the dividend this week. I believe it was on Monday. The highest dividend payment that SEHD has ever had. I believe it was 82 cents and some change. So congrats to all you SEHD holders out there. It was a great dividend day. You can see my dividend alone bought me about a half a share. I know that's not much comparatively, but hey, 52 shares, I'll take it, right? That's good for me. JEPI, this is also just straight from the drip. I didn't add any money out of pocket. So you can see just over a quarter share from the drip. This is more just putting money towards it because it's still down. So I'm just trying to bring my cost basis down the best I can. So you can see I added almost a full share. Coke, the 0.094 shares was strictly from the drip. I didn't add any more here. ABR and Tesla, you can see the lone zeros. I think one other zero, a couple zeros down here. Walmart and Apple. But other than that, pretty much everything, or an energy transfer. QQQY, we'll cover that in a minute. So, but put a lot of money into different holdings this week. So tried to really boost the portfolio the best that I could. So, like I said, our ABR, Tesla didn't add anything there. Altier Group, I just added one full share. Just was more or less for the goal for the year. Energy Transfer, I haven't put any money into that one just yet. Pepsi, goal for the year, as well as it's still kind of on a downward trend a little bit. You can see the 52 or the 365 here, the 52-week history here is it's trending down. So why not? Let's put money in while it's down. It'll eventually rebound. So Procter and Gamble, this one here, I actually didn't put any money into it. This was more just a portfolio correction, just going through and auditing myself. And I at one point forgot to include this 0.015 shares into my total. So I went ahead and corrected that. So it's going to add it on for the week. But this one actually, I didn't put any money into that one. QQQY, still zero, even though I did receive the dividend. That money just went straight into the portfolio. So not dripping on that one or anything like that. Just letting that money come in so I could spend. Obviously, JEPI is gone. FXAIX added a little bit more. I'm going to continue to do so. I'll really boost that total market holding there. Johnson & Johnson, straight cost basis play. 0.344 shares there. Just trying to bring that cost down a little bit. I think I'm down about $20-something. Colgate Palmolive, really just trying to add for the goal for the year. Starbucks, one full share just because it is struggling pretty mightily right now. Vici, 2.24, same boat as O. Seems to be the last couple of weeks. Two are kind of moving together, it seems like, but hopefully the interest rates, when they get fixed, I believe September might be the new rumor of when the first rate drop might occur. So we'll see what happens with these two holdings if that's the case. But nonetheless, it was down a little bit. So dollar cost as well as just cost basis play all the way. So 2.24 shares. And then Nvidia just over a share there. It's been up and down this past week. So I tried to get into what I could on some of those dips. So try to bring my cost down a little bit on that one as well. So as you can see, guys, there was a lot going on this week. I tried to add to nearly everything, as well as using the funds from JEPY into some of these other ones. So obviously next week, this will be removed from the spreadsheet. So let's move on. So jumping over to the positions. See again, end of the trading day Friday was up. So total portfolio number here, up $1,114, or we'll call it 5%. So not bad for where it's been. So I'm down about $45. So not bad. It's been a lot worse. So slowly rebounding. Adding the dividends into for Coke here puts me up on my Coke position $63. Adding the JEPI numbers in, you can see I'm up $314 with JEPI, doing relatively well there. ABR is doing well. SCHD, I mean, that fantastic dividend we received, mine was only, I believe, $40-something, and we'll cover that in a minute here. But for me, that's fantastic. Just from building from nothing here and just adding little by little by little. Eventually, I'll get there. But you can see I'm up $347. One of my best positions, up 5%. Energy Transfer, I'm up $60, up almost 17% there. Altria Group up almost 9 with 150. I got dividend coming up, I believe, for that one this upcoming week. So Tesla, I actually hit the number that I wanted to hit. I believe it was $17.08. That was my break-even point. But then they released the $1 and some change dividend that's coming up, I believe, Monday next week. So, naturally it dropped it back down. But then Tesla's been on this real good bullish run lately. Jumped it right back up to $16.94. So I'm just under that $17.08 again. But once I add that $60 dividend back in here, I'm going to be up on the Tesla position. And I think for right now, as long as it's going to stay bullish, that's the way I'm going to play it. If it all of a sudden is going to start tanking and dropping back down, then I'll just bag it and take what profit that I have. But if it's going to continue to stay bullish for a little while, then I might just play that off and just collect the dividends for now until it starts to dip back down. So Pepsi, it's been kind of up and down, so only down $5. I'm not too worried there. Procter and Gamble's doing well. And you see QQQY is up $35. JEPY, it's saying that I'm up 51. That's just straight from the dividend because no holdings are showing here. I believe the position being down a little bit, I was actually down about $20 or $30 on the position. So I only was up about $20-something, I think, total. So that's why I got rid of it. So Doing pretty well with FXX. Johnson & Johnson, you can see about $20 down. Still working on that one. Colgate-Palmolive is doing relatively well, up almost 10% there. Beachy, Starbucks. Well, Starbucks is what it is. Hopefully that will fix itself. Walmart's doing great. You can see I'm up 17% on that position. I'm glad I got in just right after the stock split. Apple, I'm up almost 12%. I mean, this stock has just been on fire lately. I mean, the whole tech sector, with the exception of Nvidia, even though it has been going up, but it's just been on a roller coaster lately. Everything else has just been kind of going up. So Nvidia, you can see I'm actually down, but that's okay. It's not too bad. The way that this stock moves, I'm not entirely too worried about it. Take a look at the chart. You guys can see what's going on there. Jumping over to the calendar. So this is where it gets fun for me. You can see I received these 6 dividend payments. So basically $90 I received in dividends in the first week, which is great. But I do have this trend with a lot, at least my portfolio, that either the first week or the first and second week of every month are pretty front loaded. So I get all my dividends for the most part right then. And then it's just kind of stragglers here and there the rest of the month. So, but nonetheless, seeing that 42.75 come in from SCHD, like I said, congrats to all you SHD holders out there. Hopefully you got a decent paycheck, but that their dividend was great to see. So I received that 42.75 and then 17.05 from JEPI. It's pretty consistent. You can see between 19 and 17 here, give or take. February was a little low. March started working its way back up, but you can see it's pretty consistent in there. So almost $120 received so far. O's coming up on their dividend. It's either next week or the week after. So Coke was only $6. So you can see only $11.75 I've received so far from that for the year. So one reason I sold the JEPI off, you can see $6. Back in February I received more than that, and that was a rough month. So they are trending downward. So I might as well just get rid of it. And you can see QQQI is still holding pretty steady. So it's one reason I still have that around. But if that starts to drop a little bit too, then that'll be one that's gonna potentially get sold off. And then VCU, the 667 there, which was dripped right back in. So the $9 I received. So 89.90 so far received so far this month. You can see I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 payments left for the entire month. So, but what's nice about it, and we'll cover here in a minute. So 89.90, 787.25 received for the year. And you see the chart here. Everything's pretty consistent. Look at the pie charts here. Everything is up to date, current. Sector breakdown, goals for the year, inching a little closer here and there. Trying to do what I can with these. I mean, I think Colgate-Palmolive is probably going to be my biggest workload. So to try to hit so far, I think everything else is I'm doing pretty close. I'm pretty on track for hitting that up. The portfolio goal, this will get updated once July ends. You can see I'm at 22 and some change, so obviously I'm already up. So this is where it gets fun for, like I said, fun for me. So if you look at 2023 for quarter 3, I received $93.18 the entire quarter. The first week of this quarter, I received $90. So basically off $3 and some change off of what I did the entire quarter. If that doesn't, speak volumes for, kind of what I'm doing in the portfolio, then, that's tough to get excited about anything else, because 1 week versus one entire quarter, I mean, I don't have the words. I mean, that's fantastic, right? So hopefully we'll be able to keep pushing that along and get that up. You can see basically I'm down over the prior quarter, but I've obviously only got 1 week to go. So, but what's funny is you'll see right here, I'm about dead even with the entire quarter 3 after just 1 week. So, I mean, fantastic to see the growth. I mean, especially just after 1 year. So, let's see the difference here. 355 last year, so now up to 787. Like I said in the past couple of videos, I'm hoping to really get that over the $1,000 mark for the year, which I'm looking like I'm going to hit, and then some. So hopefully I can double that. So jumping across, you can see the projected income. So JEPI and O are basically at that $200 mark where I'm wanting to be. Some of the other figures here, that's the goal right now, is to try to get them all about that $200 mark there for the year. You can see the trend line still trending up a bit, but after the first week here, it'll shoot straight up here once I get the other payments in from next week. So, and of course the account value, this will go up once I finish the month of July, I'll be able to get that updated. So anyway, guys, I'm kind of a lot to cover this week. I know I kind of went a little quick, but didn't want to make the video 400 minutes long. But a couple things to recap here. Spreadsheet will be available. There should be a link in the description, as well as just what I expect in payment, I guess, would be a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, guys. Just help me out. I'm trying to do my best to showcase what I can for you guys. Try to show you everything that's in the portfolio. Be as transparent as I can. I'm just showing you what an average working guy can do. You know, it's possible. So, you know, if you guys are interested in getting started in your investing journey, there's no time like the present. Just deposit what you can, work with what you can, put in what you can. Eventually, it'll grow. So, you know, we don't need to compare portfolio to portfolio to portfolio across everybody on YouTube. That would just be hard to do. So, anyway, hope you guys had a great week. Look forward to dividends next week. Look forward to the deposit I'm going to put in. So hopefully it should be another good week and another good video to share with you guys. So until that happens, catch you next week. Happy investing.